Taking that mask off was a big mistake.
There's a watchtower stationed opposite GCPD. I'm taking it down.
Very good, sir. Encroaching on your domain is the height of bad manners.
Where's Bat? In hiding. Guns on the fritz. Piece of crap. Clear out! Dash you into the ground! What's your weapon?
Sir, it appears your attack has alerted the militia's new commander, following the Arkham Knight's disappearance. He's a rather belligerent sort, broadcasting a demand to speak with you via open channel.
Then give him what he wants.
Very good, sir.
It's good to see you again, Batman. It's been a while.
Slade.
Codename's Deathstroke, and I'm on the job now. As I recall, you once said that I didn't worry you, but our mutual friend, the Arkham Knight, he says different. He sought me out, said I was the toughest bastard you ever went toe-to-toe with.
The night's gone, Slade. You're a merc without a job.
Not exactly. I took payment in advance on this one, and that makes me professionally obliged to finish this.
This is more like it. Gotham went to sleep after Joker died.
Don't be late for your appointment at Elliott Memorial Hospital, Batman.
Hold on, backup is en route.
Sincerely swollen ego of yours, treat it.
taken out one of the militia's APCs. I need the driver picked up and taken back to GCPD.
I'll get someone on it, Batman.
That thing will flatten us! Move! I'm going! Run! Get away from him!
Go! Batman's here!
Riddler, talk while you still can.
I'll tell you everything I know.
It'll do.
What's the bat doing here?
You know what I think it is?
It's Batman! Step on it!
The militia have deployed a device near Chinatown. They're throwing everything they have to keep the explosives operational. It won't help.
Uploading virus now, sir. Tanks inbound, sir. Nothing you cannot manage.
Fight your way out of this! Drone hack detected! Sending units to intercept! Dragon offline! Lost the Rattler! Drone's been hit! Diamondback down! Diamondback's hit! It won't take another strike! Batman just took out a Diamondback! Dragon down! Got him! Lost the diamond! Batman's taking out a Rattler! Drone down! He just took out
The bomb's
drone
payload is
unit.
exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
Bomb defused, sir. A bravura performance.
They're just drones, Dark Knight. When you face me, you'll have to cope with a manned machine. Oh, man, it's him! I got away. If you can hear me, Batman, thanks.
The militia have an explosive deployed down in the old waterway. The city's still under threat.
Uploading virus now, sir. Sir, the enemy is aware of our incursion and has sent a sizable force to curtail it.
I got Batman! He's in the canal! Rattler's been hit! Drone offline. Rattler offline! I can take
The bomb's payload is exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
Well fought, sir. Gotham is that bit safer for your efforts.
Damn machines! I'll put up more of a fight, Batman, when the time comes.
I'm going after an explosive in the north of Founders Island.
The militia will fight tooth and nail to keep hold of the remainder, sir.
Talk! Don't make me crack your skull and look for the answers inside.
Now talk!
The right choice.
If Arkham's top of the line, what's the Bats? Line? On top of the line? Ain't a thing.
I have begun the hack, Master Bruce. Tanks incoming, sir, with aerial drones for backup.
Dragon's been taken out! He's trying to overrun a drone! I'm sending support! Dragon down! Direct hit on a rat! I've lost the drone! Mamba offline! Rattler offline! Dragon offline! Mamba's been hit! There's nowhere left for you to run! Perdition
The
breeze
bomb's
through-
payload is exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
You've safely destroyed the bomb, sir, despite the militia's determined efforts.
I don't like drones, Batman. I like my hands on the wheel, finger on the trigger, my eye looking down the sights.
The militia have an explosive in Drescher. Time to defuse it.
They'll be fighting back hard to protect their bomb, sir.
Start talking. I'll tell you when to stop.
You want to know about Riddler? I know lots about Riddler.
Much obliged.
Hack initiated, sir. Enemy forces incoming, sir. Expect stiff resistance.
Alpha target spotted in Drescher.
payload is exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
Controlled explosion successful, sir. The militia have lost their bomb.
It's a pity you're afraid to kill, Batman. You'd be good at it.
I need to disarm the explosive planted beside the Bank of Gotham Kingston branch. They won't stop me.
I saw a body chained to a wall earlier.
Alfred, there's an explosive located in Riker Heights.
They'll send reinforcements, sir. Good luck. Beginning hack in 3, 2... Drones inbound, sir. Quite a number of them.
Enemy's been found! Riker Heights! Drone's been hit! Drone's been hit! It's still in the fight! Lost the diamond! Confirmed hit! Rattler's been hit! Drone down! Diamond back down! Batman's taking out a Rattler! Drone offline! Drone unit
The
in
bomb's
Riker Heights
payload is
down.
exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion. 3 bombs remaining. I won't leave them operational.
Not bad. I can't remember the last time I saw carnage like that.
I need to disarm the explosive planted beside the Bank of Gotham Kingston branch. They won't stop me.
Damn tanks did he take out? I thought for sure we had him. I found the Alpha target's vehicle, holding position.
There's an explosive in the Port Adams container yard. I can't leave it operational.
They won't make it easy for you, Master Bruce. Establishing the remote link now, sir. Reinforcements are imminent. Master Bruce, the militia has moved a sizable heavy armor unit towards your location.
Batmobile spotted! Container yard! Lost the Mamba drone! Batman's overriding control protocols! Target hit a drone! Armor still intact! Diamond back offline!
bomb's payload is exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion. 2 bombs left. No one holds Gotham hostage.
Well, no one gets away with it, sir.
That's it. Work your way to me. You did some damage the first time we met. I'm looking forward to paying you back.
I need to disarm the explosive planted beside the Bank of Gotham Kingston branch. They won't stop me.
Some freaks chaining up dead bodies. Sounds pretty nasty. Let's go see. So Harley went after the bat? Oh, good for her. No way through. Turn around. You were right. He's here.
You work for Riddler. So talk to me.
This is all I know!
It's enough.
No money, no jobs, and no way out of this.
Hacking? No, sir. Sir, a considerable number of militia drones are headed towards your position.
Batmobile spotted! Kingston! Alpha targets hit a drone! Twin Rattler down! Alpha target hit! Going for the kill! He just wasted a Twin Rattler! Enemy flanked! I've lost the drone! Drone's been hit! Twin Rattler down!
The bomb's payload is exposed. I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion. One explosive device left to deal with. The militia's grip on Gotham is loosening.
Wait till you see mine.
The militia won't hold this city hostage. I'm going to find and disarm their network of explosives.
Look out! It's the bat! Weapons won't fire themselves! Use them! That's one nasty-looking cloud hanging over Ace. Riddler's gonna regret going after Catwoman. She's more into that whole vengeance thing than the Bat. It's the freaking Bat!
Connection made, sir. Master Bruce, a modest enemy force has been deployed.
I'm attacking from all sides, Batman. Twin Rattler hit. Alpha target just hit a Diamondback. Armor breached. Batman just took out a Diamondback. Diamondback down. Twin Rattler offline. He just wasted a Twin Rattler. Twin Rattler down. He just wasted a Twin Rattler. Diamondback's hit. It won't take another strike. Drone's offline.
The bomb's payload is exposed.
Damn it.
I can use the power winch to trigger a controlled explosion.
Batman, you're a hard man to kill. You remind me of this guerrilla fighter. Kept raiding our camp in Troubadour. We got him eventually. Nailed his head to a wall.
One chance, Slade. Leave Gotham. Now.
I don't think so. You've taken out the bombs. Nice work. We've still got the roads locked down, and our watchtowers keeping eyes on the skies.
We have the location of an APC, sir. The militia lieutenants are ramping up protection. It won't be easy.
Riddler's next trial's in Bristol. He's losing Alfred, and that makes him dangerous.
Perhaps the real challenge is tolerating his relentless self-aggrandizing commentary.
Two-Face, Penguin, Riddler. I'm working solo from now on.
The militia have established a checkpoint in Bristol. Their time's over.
Attempting to curtail your vehicular perambulation, sir. Not for much longer.
When we win, not if. Okay, whatever. I'm just saying, what happens? This city's gonna be ours. That's what happens. I'm going wherever the money takes me. Smart move. Principles don't earn you a living.
Now to locate the commander and finish this.
Don't think you're winning, Batman. You're just fighting yourself closer to death.
The preliminaries are done with, Dark Knight. I hope you understand that. Oh, had I so wished, you'd have failed before you had even begun to comprehend the very first hurdle. But no, no, no. I wanted you to know the full extent of my brilliance, you understand? To fully appreciate my superiority. But now, well, I'm not going easy on you anymore. Another racetrack, detective, but please, do not let its unique peculiarities crush your spirit. Well, shall we begin? No, Dark Knight, you are not losing what little grip you had on reality. You merely entered a brave new world of my design. I control these. That ceiling applies 300 dead bats of pressure, Detective. I invented the measurement myself. I built this course in a sewer, Detective. You needed the home team advantage. Onward, Batman! Or does the Dark Knight require a pit stop? Very good, Dark Knight! Again! Careful now, Batman. You didn't go to all the trouble of painting that thing just the right shade of black in order to scuff it. Have you noticed, Batman? The walls of inevitability are closing in. That's it. I'm cranking it up. 500 dead bats of pressure. Your vehicle cannot withstand such pressure, Detective. Trust me on this. I ran the calculations. You know, I think the wheels on that thing might actually be as thick as your skull. Feeling claustrophobic, Detective? Get ready for the final lap. What a fitting end for you, Detective. A stain on my floor. I can see it, Detective. You're miscalculating corners, swerving through straights. It's time. 1,000 dead bats of pressure. Another lap would be the end of you, Dark Knight, and I can't quite bring myself to stop the fun so soon. Your next key awaits.
Oh, good. The fun part.
Ready? ready to die, my dear?
And here we go.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You've proved yourself able to follow simple directions. I must say, Dark Knight, that your desperate fumblings have exceeded my admittedly rather meager expectations. I am impressed. This must be how naturalists felt upon observing chimpanzees using tools for the first time. Did you know, Detective, that the cleverest chimps can even obey simple instructions? It's true. Let's try it, shall we? Go to Gotham Casino for your next test, and I'll give you a banana.
Riddler's trial's in Kingston. He's been toying with me so far, enjoying the sense of control. I doubt he'll be playing games much longer.
Heaven knows how his insanity has manifested itself this time.
Oh, Detective, I can't tell you how pleased I am that you're playing along with my little game. You literally cannot imagine what it's like to be so intellectually removed from the rest of the human race. I couldn't honestly say you offer me a battle of wits, Dark Knight, but your feeble resistance makes a pleasant change from the instant capitulation of everyone else. Oh dear, Dark Knight. What a pity you couldn't bring the Batwing to this one. Death trap en route to the next one? Mammal capable of flight. Since all you do is glide, you're actually a variety of squirrel. literally as capable as the digit-flapping mammal you pointlessly pretend to be. The next key awaits you.
More cabinets. Great. I love this part.
Good luck, Catwoman. Given Batman's limited intelligence, I'm afraid you're going to need it.
Okay. Time to possibly maybe die. Well, this is not how I wanted to spend my night.
Another key collected. I trust you're not giving her false hope, Detective.
Oh, good. More fun.
Well, Dark Knight Detective, you have passed another test. I cannot help but admire the spirit with which you have thrown yourself into a task for which you are woefully under-equipped. I almost feel guilty when I contemplate what's coming, but not so guilty that I'm going to call it off. Head back to the orphanage, Detective. Another of my riddle rooms is waiting.
Going back to the orphanage. Celine is waiting.
I can only imagine what cruel game Mr. Nigma has in store for you and Ms. Kyle.
Reports placed Wenzel in the northern sector of Leak Island. They say she came back for the bat.
How are you doing?
Can't fault the entertainment. Eddie just lectured me on the 13 innovations that let him pack this collar with his custom-designed plastic explosive.
You must be honored.
At being what? Your motivation? Come on, the next puzzle room's waiting.
Greetings to my costumed contestants. Your next challenge is simple. Guide an electric charge to its destination. I hope the varying amounts of pressure don't get to you.
Another one? What's Eddie's problem?
Fanatic narcissism, egocentrism, and megalomania, crossed with severe obsessive compulsion.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. Counterweights move further when I step on the pads.
You are getting older. Maybe it's time to add a few extra notches to the utility belt. Move over, would you? Hey, don't shove.
Congratulations to the dementedly dressed duo. Your key awaits. Oh, but what's this? An electrified floor?
Electrified floor?
You do it. You still owe me for Arkham City.
Goodness, you figured it out already. Well, you better grab that key and be on your way. Meet the second generation of my android allies. I've built a variant specifically tailored to each of your dubious abilities. Where that came from, Batman. I built a highly efficient production line.
Watch yourself!
Battle combined with all the fun of riddle solving. You can thank me after. Thank. You know what, Detective? I'm glad you solved this riddle. Because it takes you one step closer to the riddle that kills you.
Riddle that kills you.
Eddie really hates you, doesn't he?
He's an ego-driven narcissist who can't let anyone else win.
Gee, if only you'd met under different circumstances.
His obsession's getting worse. He's going after my allies.
Ally? After this, I think we should dial it back to known associate for a while.
This was nothing, Dark Knight, nothing. A new trial awaits you, Detective, by Divinity Church, and I'm waiting too.
So Joker dies, takes half the crime in Gotham with him, and I don't hear from you for months. What's that about?
I've been busy.
Look, I know you two are close, but you've got to get back out there. Meet new maniacs. You can't mourn him forever.
He left some loose ends behind. Selina, where were you last Friday, between midnight and 1 a.m.?
Giving blood. No, wait. Volunteering. Why?
There was a break-in at the Museum of Gotham. A valuable gemstone was stolen.
What? No. Who could do such a thing?
Just put it back.
Finish Eddie's test, Batman, so I can find him and show him my appreciation.
I'm headed to Divinity Church. Riddler won't give up, Alfred. His pride won't let him.
You'll break his spirit, sir. I've every confidence.
You get to meet him? Oh, the Knight? I've seen him, but... No, the advisor. Guy the Knight brought in, the assassin. Him? No, I just do what the voice on the radio says. Guy's a badass, man. Seriously. He's only got one eye, and he can still take out any guy who trained with him in the bunker. Did you try him? Look out! It's Batman! No economic downturn here.
Reinforcements en route.
This must be the entrance, but I need to secure the area first.
That's another one of the militia's lieutenants out of the picture. Riddler won't give up, Alfred. His pride won't let him.
You'll break his spirit, sir. I've every confidence.
This time tomorrow I go dark. Got my money, got my daddy lined up. No one will find me. Get out! Get the hell out! Nice try, idiot! He's right there! Just go! You want to take the wheel?
The unexamined life is not worth living, Detective. And I've been wondering why I let you aggravate me so. You're a cheat and a liar. A dressed-up strongman playing with expensive toys. World's greatest detective, ha! And everyone from Gotham to Star City believes it. I cannot abide a fraud detective, a dilettante masquerading amongst his intellectual betters, stealing every last scrap of appreciation, dignity, and respect. Welcome, Detective, to the drain I'm going to figuratively and quite possibly literally flush you down. The goal of this aquatic examination could not be simpler, Detective. Lower the water, like so. Before that, however, it's time for a riddle. Riddle me this, Detective. What do bats do when they're at home? Well done, Detective. I think you're getting the hang of it. Batman. The water might be lower, but you're still out of your depth. Look at you, Detective. Hanging there in that hideous machine like a particularly ugly chandelier. You know, Detective, if I'd rigged that grapple point to detach, you could be dead in a moment. But where would the satisfaction be in that? You will be your own downfall, Detective. I have no doubt. Another switch? Why, the water is almost as low as Catwoman's chances of freedom. Why don't you celebrate with my friend? Destroy the robot. I did. It's all part of my immaculately constructed master plan. So there. I haven't been tempted by a cheap trick and a quick death, Detective. But no, I will beat you fairly. I will let you test yourself against me and laugh as you fall short. Barely keeping up to the precise degree my equations predict. Careful on your way out. Designed riddle, an unfair death trap, really comes down to user error.
Hey, Eddie, can't we play a different game? This one's getting old.
Good luck, Catwoman. Given Batman's limited intelligence, I'm afraid you're going to need it.
Here's hoping Eddie hasn't started cheating. And they say black cats are bad luck.
Another key. Well done. Of course, you'll lose all 9 lives in an instant should I push this detonator.
Another door unlocked. What a surprise.
have always been the smartest man in the room, Detective, forced to endure the suspicions and mockery of those whose meager mental faculties prohibited them from appreciating that fact. And then you appear in Gotham, dressing up your cognitive capabilities, marginally superior as they are to that of the average hoodlum, in the guise of a crusading hero. And oh, how the people swooned. To the orphanage, hero! It's time to rejoin Catwoman for another trial.
Selena's still trapped at the orphanage. Together, we'll get her out.
God, what's he doing? What's he doing? He's tailing us. Keep driving. What the hell is that thing? The bat! Turn around! Go! Go! Target lost. I say again, we have lost eyes on target. Unmasked, puts away Scarecrow, and he's still out there. Take a night off already, you playboy vigilante nutcase.
Well, this is perfect, ain't it? Now we got a bat with nothing to lose. Who cares who Batman is? He's the guy who made our lives hell for as long as I can remember. That's the important thing. Well, it's been a hell of a Halloween. Can't wait till next year.
What's with all the rain? Suddenly Penguin don't look so stupid with that umbrella.
Deathstroke's back in town? And I thought things were gonna calm down.
Remind me to hit a toy
toy shop before we leave. Told my kid I was gonna buy him a present.
I miss Scarecrow speeches. Felt real Halloween-y. Riddler's definitely funnier, though. Poor Batman. He's lost all his, what do you call it, mystique.
I wonder if Commissioner Gordon will stick around now his Bat buddy's been unmasked.
Long time ago, I thought Dent was a bat. You know, back when Dent was pretty.
First an army turns up, then giant plants burst out of the ground. I thought Gotham would be easy pickings tonight.
You know, I never thought I'd say this, but I'm getting kind of tired of all this rioting. You know, I kind of thought of Batman as a force of nature. This whole Wayne thing ruins it for me. Bye-bye, Arkham Knight, and good riddance, too. This town's got enough guys in charge. So who's controlling the militia now that the Knight's gone? I bet I could take these militia guys. What did Scarecrow do? Oh, that stuff was nasty. Watch out for the bat. I'm not getting caught like last time. I saw it. GCPD was a freaking war zone. You know, I saw my folks get whacked when I was a kid, too. Don't see me getting all self-righteous about it. First Joker dies. Now the Batman's unmasked. Gotham's gonna be a different place from now on. Who's leading the militia now? I thought Bruce Wayne had nothing better to do than waste his parents' inheritance. Guy's really gone down in my estimation. You think it's safe being out here again? Ivy saved Gotham? Sell out.
You're back.
I said I'd get you out of here.
I know. It's just... nothing. Let's get to the next room, okay? Before my head explodes. Come on, then. Let's jump through Eddie's next hoop.
Well, hello again to my favorite comedy double act. I'd just like to say what a novelty it's been constructing riddle chambers for 2 half-wits instead of 1. Why, that's practically a whole wit between you. Dark Knight, when you failed your feline friend and are done mourning over her headless corpse, perhaps we'll do this again with, Robin? Or maybe that prodigal son of yours over in Bloodhaven.
Can you get up there?
The ceiling? Easy.
Riddle me this. Can a maze still amaze if it doesn't have walls?
You know, I had to disable a security system like this when I robbed Queen Industry. Never mind.
Halfway there. Now for a final twist.
Twist.
Nearly there, Selena.
Did that hurt, Catwoman? Good. That pain is what stupidity feels like.
Oh, Eddie, you're going to feel very, very stupid when I catch up with you.
Done on this side.
Okay, done over here.
Congratulations. And now your reward. Robot.
Bring it down. Why, thank you.
Fine. The key. Take the key. I suppose you just about earned it.
when I get out of here, I'm sticking this collar around Eddie's neck.
Well, how clever the pair of you must feel. How smug. Well, I hate to intrude upon this miserable little moment of victory, but I wanted you to be aware you're very unlikely to see one another again. Catwoman, the Batman will fail you, because waiting for him beneath Ranelagh Ferry Terminal is my greatest trial.
Batman, are we?
Don't let what Riddler said get to you.
Eddie is an idiot, but he's an idiot who built a series of underground death traps across the city.
And?
And I just wanted to say, be safe. This is definitely your mess, and I appreciate you cleaning it up, but just be careful while you do it, okay? We're almost done. I can taste the night air. Hurry to that last course. Be careful in the last test, okay? One test left. Hurry back. Eddie sounded pretty pissed. Make sure that last test isn't just a trap.
Ranelagh Ferry Terminal. Okay, Riddler. This game ends now.
She worked under Joker. Real psycho. Command said there was a chance she might show up. Gonna feel even more satisfying punching the bat knowing it's Procy Boy under there.
This must be the entrance, but I need to secure the area first.
So, Batman's not actually a bat, right? It's just, I'm pretty sure I saw him earlier, and he kind of looked like a giant bat. Wait, that's who we've been hunting all night? Yeah, I attacked Gotham with Bane's crew way back. It, looks a bit different now. I saw him, I swear, running out of a mall. But he wasn't the Knight anymore, you know? He was a wreck. Scarecrow gone, Knight gone. Deathstroke's not gonna last. The bastard's keeping us here. Yeah, I've got a job lined up after this. Cosnia. There's a king there we're gonna depose or restore or kill, maybe. Look, I just shoot who they say, okay?
can stay loyal to Riddler, or you can stay in one piece.
Whatever you want.
The right choice.
And now I've seen a couple of prisoners.
This is it, Dark Knight. We're done. Well, you're done for, at least. I must admit that I'm feeling quite charitable at the moment of my triumph. So I will give you a choice. Rather than carry on towards your humiliation and death, I will simply let you drive away in return for a signed statement testifying towards my superior intelligence and conceding that I have utterly checkmated you. Oh, the cat will remain a hostage, of course. A symbol of your failure. My, you're actually going to attempt it. Very well. But this is my finest work, Detective. My masterpiece, my Enigma Resistance. So, let us take that inexplicably life-sized children's toy for its final drive. This is it, Dark Knight. Your Tudoverse, your Bay of Pigs, your ultimate defeat. That's it, Detective. Drive faster, drive headlong into defeat. Behold your doom. What? Impossible! That cannot be! You should have fallen to your death. I calculated the curvature precisely. I've got the equations right here. I don't understand. How are you still alive? Oh, of course. You got lucky, didn't you? It was luck. Luck! The kindly lifeguard of the idiot. I can hardly factor luck into my equations now, can I? I'm not a homeopath. No! This isn't right. This isn't possible. This isn't happening. I am the Riddler, and you shall not defeat me! Since you cannot even be counted on to kill yourself, I will do it for you. I'm controlling the mechanisms now. Controlling mechanisms. You'll make a mistake. Of course you will. I know you will. Goodbye. Stop not dying! Careful, Dark Knight. That car has some value, even if you don't. Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours. I knew it! I knew you'd fail! To think you had me worried. How embarrassing! Don't tell anyone. Come on, Detective! Back to the start of the course! And to think, I was actually concerned you may succeed. I forgot who I was dealing with for a minute there. I want you to know, Detective, that I'm recording all your attempts at this for posterity. And for my social media presence, of course. Faster than that, like Hermes! Or if you prefer, that Roman knockoff Mercury. Don't worry, Detective. You have until dawn. Not that it'll make any difference. Oh, dear. That would have injured someone whose skull wasn't so thick. Come now, Detective. Time waits for no man. And I wait for no Batman. I knew it! I knew you'd fail! To think you had me worried. How embarrassing. Don't tell anyone. Make your peace, Dark Knight. This really is it. It has to be.
Okay, almost there.
Oh, this is too tense to watch. Thank goodness I'm recording it for posterity. Thank goodness.
And here we go. Oh, that's it. No more.
Congratulations, Catwoman. You are now free. Free to take my final exam.
To take my final
exam.
Eddie, I didn't know you'd started cheating. I'm disappointed.
I dissemble. I artfully obfuscate. But I do not cheat. As you and Batman will discover when you attempt my final riddle room. Riddle room. Have a photographic memory, Detective, because I do. I can summon your sneering features at will. That is when they don't burst unbidden into my brain. I have perfect recall, too. I can remember every time you've hurt me. Sometimes I wake up, Dark Knight, to the feel of your hands around my neck, your carbon fiber-coated fists smashing into my solar plexus. How dare you brutalize me? Me! Your intellectual superior. You're better. Me, Edward Nygma, the Riddler, and the world's greatest everything. You're a thug, Detective, a bullying emblem of the arrogant notion that might makes right. Come back to the orphanage, where I will end you and the unjust things you stand for.
Now's my chance to free Selina from the orphanage. This sick game has gone on long enough.
Agreed, sir. Best of luck.
We should have left after the GCPD attack. That was the best we had.
By an angry gorilla.
How have you been?
Perfect. Eddie hasn't said a word since you left that last course. Do you ever rub people the right way?
They never ask nicely.
So how's Robin?
Robin's fine.
Is he allowed out unchaperoned yet? Or does Daddy still keep a close eye?
He's more than capable.
I bet he is. This one's more of a fully grown wonder, if you know what I mean.
I don't.
Come on, you. Lighten up. We're almost done here. What's it like out there?
It's bad.
You could just leave, you know. You can't play hero forever.
I can try.
You can. But there's only one place your little martyr fantasy is headed. Huh. Final exam. Cute. Shall we? This is it. One last hoop to jump through. Then I'm free to rob Gotham blind. I mean, you know, make sure everyone got out. I'll check the art galleries first.
Meet the Riddle Square, a puzzle which draws influence from both late 20th century puzzle cubes and mid-15th century torture devices.
If Eddie wanted us to play a game of life-size chess, he could have left us more pieces.
I don't think that was the idea. Need to move the blocks.
Well, hurry up then. Surely one of those toys of yours can get the job done.
Congratulations! Now let's cut to the best part.
Selena, watch out! Get ready!
Damn him! How is that a riddle, Eddie? Seriously.
You get used to it.
Ah! Beginner's luck. Let's intensify proceedings. You will not win this!
It's still not a riddle, Eddie.
You just haven't figured it out yet.
This is it. This is the end. The final riddle.
It's done. Keys by the entrance. Let's go.
You smooth talker, you. Give me a second to compose myself. Would you do the honors? You know what the worst thing about this was? It looked cheap. Well, handsome, what are we waiting for? So is it just Central Gotham that's evacuated? Or are the mansions empty too?
Scarecrow threatened the entire city, Selina.
And it's such a tragedy. You go save the day, and I'll make sure Bruce Wayne locked his doors.
Good luck with that.
Cheater! You fraud! Chancing, fumbling amateur! Look what you have reduced me to, Batman! If you cannot simply bow down when confronted with your obvious superior, then I will stoop to your pathetic pugilistic level and make you! I designed this suit to perfectly defend myself against your violent excesses. So please understand, Dark Knight. This is an intellectual victory above all.
Come on!
Burn, Batman! Keeping up? Nope. Try again. Which color do you prefer? Hi, diddle diddle!
All yours.
This is the end! My apotheosis! You shall be ashes! Enough! This is beneath me! You are beneath me! You want to finish this, detective? Then you must earn the privilege. Solve every last riddle in this city and I'll fight you, Batman, but not a moment before.
Or we could just leave you down there, Eddie. Come on, Batman. This cat wants to prowl. Fresh air, freedom, and darkness. Perfect. How shall we celebrate? I know a couple of poor, defenseless museums. But then again, I also know a couple of hotels.
Tonight's not over yet. There's more work to be done.
Of course there is. You do know how to kill the mood. Do you ever take the night off? Do you ever take the suit off?
Not on nights like this, Selina. It's what I do.
Fine. I guess I'll hit an art gallery or two, while the big bad bat's distracted.
You're not going to thank me?
Why? It's what you do.
This place is gonna have more. Plant life than a nature reserve, and we'll be the endangered species.